Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing y'all how to diagnose and fix a leaking carburetor. So we're going to get straight into it so we can get this fixed as quick as possible. So let's go. Alright, so the first thing we're going to figure out is where it's leaking. If it's leaking from the screw, that means it's a simple fix. You probably just need to retighten it. It'll be all good. If it's leaking from your overflow breather tube right here, that could be a problem. That can mean your float is stuck. That can mean a lot of stuff. So we are going to start it and see where it is leaking from. I'm going to choke on. We're going to give it a couple tugs. Make sure everything's on. We're going to start it. And there it goes. It's leaking. So as we can see, it is leaking everywhere. So it's coming down from up here in the seal, and it's leaking from the overflow valve. So we're going to take off this carburetor, and we're going to see what seems to be the problem. So let's get to that. Okay, now we have everything that needs to be off. We have our gas lines off, we have our throttle cable off, and that's all we need to get into this float bowl. So for this nibby, we're going to need some Allen wrenches. So that's what I got right in my hands. And before you do any of this, make sure you undo this overflow valve. Get all that gas out. Because if you don't, you're going to have gas pouring all over your face in the hot, humid summer. So we're just going to leave that emptying. Alright, so I did figure out it would be easier probably to just take it off. So I took it off. We're going to open this up. There's our float bowl. You can look to see if it's dirty. Pretty clean. Place that there. And then here is our float pontoons. You see how they're bouncing? That means our float is probably good, but it isn't. That's why I bought these, because I know what the problem is. But I'm going to show y'all what to do to fix it if it's any other issue. So, I mean, it's bouncing, but it's not perfect. And here's your jets right here. You got one jet in here, and then you got another jet if we take this cap off right there. I'm probably going to clean those. So I'm going to take out this little pin right here that holds the pontoons and the float in place. And of course I forgot the little Allen wrench to get it out. Alright, so now I'm going to take this little pin out with the smallest Allen wrench. There goes the pin. I can just grab that, put it right here, and that should allow me to take out the pontoons and the needle itself. And this needle looks pretty old. You can see that little marking around there. It's probably not sealing. That's why I got new ones. If you look around them, they have no marking. So I'll put them side by side. This is a good one, this is a bad one. So that's what we got to replace in this. Hopefully that's it that I have to replace in this. Now that everything is disassembled, we are going to brake clean. Probably inside the jets, they'll probably shoot out in some hole. I'm not sure where. And I'm going to clean out this float needle hole right here because it is pretty dirty inside there. So we're going to use brake clean. We're just going to a little clean in there. A little clean in there. And a little clean in the float bowl. Let that dry out. Clean these pontoons. They're a little dirty. Put that right there. Put this little cap. That's done. Now that's dry. I'm going to get the float needle. I'm going to put it back in. Everything's disassembled. We're going to start putting it back together. So we're going to get this little right here. It only goes one way. Make sure the tab See that? So it can hit this little float needle hole right there. So how we're going to put this float needle on. This is a brand new one right here. Gonna get it. These little tabs right here, they go forward on it, so like that. And it just sits there like that. That's it. You can get your carburetor, gently set it into the hole. And there it is. Just like that. Now we're gonna get our pin. Put our pin there without letting the float needle come off like it just did. And then it's through. And then it's assembled. So we can see how it's wiggling. It means you got a good float needle. Now that it's assembled, I can show y'all how to fix it without a new float needle. So maybe your float needle is still good, but it has dirt in it. So take off your float bowl. You're gonna hook an air compressor to this without your gas line, and you're gonna just spray air in it, and it'll shoot air out, and hopefully it gets the dirt out. I've seen this trick, I've used it, and it worked until my float needle went out. And if that still doesn't work, pull it out, just give it a good clean with brake cleaner, put it back in, and see if it works. So it's kind of a trial and error until you get it right. And then you always want to clean your jets, because if they get clogged, you're not going to get gas. So we're going to put this now on the mini bike, and we're going to see if it works. All right, if you do take off the carburetor, make sure your spacer is flush with your carburetor. See, there's nothing sticking out. It goes straight through to that exhaust. So now we're going to tighten all these bolts up over there. We're going to put the gas lines. Next clip will be me trying to start it. And if all else fails, I'm just going to swap a new carburetor. Okay, so now is the big test. If it leaks, I don't know what I'm doing, and I should probably quit doing this. If it doesn't leak, I know what I'm talking about, and the mini bike likes me again. So I did realize it was leaking from here. I now have it tightened to as much as I can on that little knob. So here it goes. First pull. This compression. All right, here we go. Yeah, she's spicy. All right, so it doesn't leak. So now I'm going to do some daily maintenance, like lubing up the chain, making sure gas is topped up, and then I'm going to show y'all a couple of pulls, and that the mini bike works great. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll catch y'all when I'm about to ride it. Now we have daily maintenance. We're going to do a pull. And I think it's not leaking right now, so we're pretty good. Now here we go, pull. Pull number one. Don't mind the brakes. Sound like a bus. And here we go. This is going to be the end of the video. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. If you have any questions about the carburetors, please put it in the comments. My carburetor is not liking me today. It's probably broken. And thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.